Let me ask you something. What if the real turning point in your financial life is not a six-figure salary, is not a lucky investment, is not an inheritance? What if it is just $20,000? That number might sound small, maybe even boring, but stay with me, because by the end of this video, you are going to see that number completely different, and it might change the way you think about money forever. Here's something nobody really talks about. Two people, same investment, same time frame, same level of risk, but completely different results. Why? Because of one thing: scale. A 10% return on $2,000 is $200, right? Not exactly life-changing, but a 10% return on $20,000, that's $2,000. Same effort, same strategy, completely different impact on your life. Now think about this carefully. $20,000 earning 8% annually, that's $1,600 flowing into your account every single year. Money you don't clock in for, money you don't hustle for, money you don't trade hours of your life to earn. It shows up because your money is out there working for you. And here's the part most people completely miss. You don't need a complicated strategy, no fancy stocks, no risky moves, no secret formula, just the same index funds anyone can buy, the same brokerage accounts anyone can open in 10 minutes, the same principles available to everyday people for decades. The strategy doesn't change, the scale changes, and that scale transforms small percentage wins into real life-changing financial progress. This is why $20,000 feels like a turning point. Before you reach it, your returns feel almost invisible. After you cross it, money starts to feel like it has actual weight behind it. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Pay close attention, because this is the part most finance videos skip entirely. When you save $20,000, you've built a solid foundation. You've done something far more powerful than stack money in a bank account. You have fundamentally rewired your brain. Think about what it genuinely takes to save $20,000 from zero. Unless you're earning a very high income or living completely rent-free, this doesn't happen by accident. This requires serious discipline. You have to track where every single dollar is going, every month, without exception. You have to say no a lot to things you genuinely want, to things your friends have, to things that look incredible online and feel totally justified in the moment. You have to resist the urge over and over again to blow your savings on whatever exciting thing catches your attention that week. And you have to do all of that consistently for months, maybe even years. That's not luck. That's not privilege. That's discipline that most people never develop. And here's what that discipline actually means. You prove to yourself that you can control your money instead of letting your money control you. You become the kind of person who can delay gratification when it truly matters. That's not just a financial skill, that's a life skill, and it will keep paying you back for decades. Now, let's talk about the trap, because this is where a lot of people get close and then quietly sabotage everything they worked so hard to build. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The car. You've been grinding, saving, saying no for months, and then one day you walk past the dealership. The new model is sitting right there in the window, clean, sharp, looking like a reward you completely deserve, and your brain says you earned it. Here's the cold, hard truth. That $30,000 car is not just $30,000. That same $30,000, invested wisely over 20 years, can grow to over $200,000. You're not just buying a car, you're buying a depreciating asset that loses value the second it leaves that lot, while trading away a future worth over $200,000. And here's the painful irony nobody talks about. The person driving the brand new car, stressed about that monthly payment every single month. The person driving the reliable used Honda, quietly building wealth, sleeping great at night, completely unbothered. The car is just one example. This trap shows up everywhere. The bigger apartment you don't need, the vacation charged to a credit card, the hobby that eats $500 every month. None of these things are wrong by themselves. The problem is making those choices without ever stopping to ask, what am I actually trading away here? And that's exactly where $20,000 changes everything. You stop asking, can I afford the monthly payment? You start asking, what is this truly costing me in terms of opportunity? That's the mindset shift, and once it clicks, it never goes back. This is called opportunity cost, and it's one of the most powerful financial concepts you'll ever apply to your real life. Every dollar you spend today is a dollar that can't grow tomorrow. That's not a punishment, that's just math. But once you understand it deeply, it filters every major financial decision you make going forward. And here's what surprises most people. Once you start thinking this way, you realize you don't actually want half the things you thought you wanted. That bigger apartment, the extra space would be nice, but is it worth delaying your financial independence by 5 years? That expensive upgrade? Fun for a week, but are there smarter ways to get the same satisfaction for a fraction of the cost? This is not about becoming someone who never enjoys life. This is about becoming intentional, strategic, purposeful, making conscious choices about where your money goes so your money starts going exactly where your future actually lives. And that's where the real engine behind all of this comes in. Compound interest. You invest $20,000. You earn 8% in year 1. That's $1,600. But in year 2, you're not earning 8% on $20,000 anymore. You're earning 8% on $21,600, then on $23,328, then on $25,194, then more and more and more. Every single year, your money earns returns on top of previous returns, growth stacking on growth, completely on autopilot. This is why time in the market always beats trying to time the market. $20,000 invested at 25, growing at 8% annually, becomes over $430,000 by age 65. That same $20,000 invested at 35 becomes just under $200,000. Same money, same rate. The only difference is 10 years. The gap is over $230,000, simply from starting a decade earlier. Time is the one resource you can't buy back, and compound interest rewards the people who understand that early. So how do you actually get to $20,000? It's not complicated, but it requires real commitment. Step 1. Know your real number. Income minus fixed expenses. Find out exactly what you can set aside each month. Not the number that sounds impressive, the honest number. Step 2. Automate it immediately. Set up a transfer the same day your paycheck hits, before you can see it, before you can spend it, before life gets in the way. Step 3. Cut one significant thing. Not everything, just one. One subscription quietly draining your account, one habit that costs more than it gives back, one expense that's really just lifestyle inflation in disguise. Step 4. Put your money somewhere it actually works. A high-yield savings account for your emergency fund, a Roth IRA or brokerage account for long-term growth. Don't leave it sitting in a checking account earning almost nothing. Step 5. Leave it completely alone. This is the hardest one. Don't touch it. Don't dip into it. Let time do what time does best. None of these steps require a finance degree. They just require commitment and consistency. And here's the truth that ties all of this together. $20,000 isn't going to make you rich overnight, but it will prove to you without any doubt that you are capable of building real wealth. It will show you that you're the kind of person who finishes what they start. It will give your money enough momentum to start genuinely growing on its own. And most importantly, it will permanently change how you see every financial decision you make for the rest of your life. Not just how you spend, how you think. That mindset is worth more than any salary, any bonus, any windfall. The $20,000 is just the beginning. The version of you that builds it, that's the real asset. Start today. Your future self will thank you for it.